Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Digital Micro. You're on the Digital Micro Trading Journal channel. Day trading for an ROI payout, no trade recommendations. It's just my trade journal. And we're going to talk about Monday, June 12th. We're in the September contract, price action, order flow levels with imbalances, draws on liquidity, order flow levels. I've got a chart here. We're going to talk about it on the 24 hours, and then we'll talk about the structure chart on the S&Ps on the 1 hour. So let's get to it. Okay, left to right, 24-hour charts. NASDAQ on the left, S&Ps in the middle, and the dollar on the right. Let's put the annotations up and make some comments. So my journal comment is basically I'm looking at the gap here on the NASDAQ. It's got the same kind of structure as the S&P for sure. So what's interesting though is last Friday and Thursday we have a volume imbalance with this yellow rectangle. Middle is the S&P. I'll get to that last. And on the far right, here is the dollar. The dollar's got this huge imbalance from Thursday going down, hence the rally in the equities. We did go up a little bit and recover some of that, but you can see we're back down here on Monday Globex so far. So let's get to the S&Ps here. So what are we doing? We had a high on Friday up here at 43.69 on the September contract. And we had a London pivot that opened at 59.75. It also was the midpoint wick of last week, because this doji-esque candle right here had a wick on the bottom and the low. And so I notated the consequent encroachment on the wick that's weekly. And then New York midnight comes in at 53.25. And here's your gap right here. So this is very important if we're going to hit anything, because we've got CPI, big news catalyst Tuesday, and then Wednesday. The mother of all catalysts is the Fed, and that comes out 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. Big news catalyst here ahead of us. And this is the discount wick below coming in at 43.34. So what do I think for Monday? We could ramp before the CPI. It could happen especially after the AM session, but there has basically been nonstop rally here. And you can see we did have a fair value gap that was never really repriced all the way. And that came from last week and about 2 weeks ago, 2 Fridays ago, after this huge candle up, this fair value gap existed. So I don't think we get that unless we really have something crazy happen with the Fed. Then all bets are off. But right now we're just looking at Monday. So I'm playing this new week open gap and New York midnight open. And right now we are making a possible run at this 43.70 buy side liquidity. Stay tuned for more charts. Let's get to the next one. So what we've got here is the 1 hour. This is our structure, and I'm going to stick with this today and be very cautious because of the news Tuesday and both Wednesday. There's going to be enough catalysts for 2 days probably to make somebody's whole week profitable, and I'd like that to be me. And I need to be really conservative on the day before all that news catalyst for all of the front running that may happen. So if you look here on the 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with this big wick, and we go and turn on here the annotations. So what I'm looking here as this buy side liquidity here to happen today, that's a possibility based on this New York midnight open and the new week open gap. We've had no retracements from this Monday price action so far, and London opened up here, as I just pointed out on the daily. So again, that is really basically the 3 levels that I'm looking at: the buy side, the London, the New York midnight. And if we have any retracements, I really expect the new week open gap to more or less be supported until the Tuesday, Wednesday news catalyst. As far as a sell side liquidity area, that would be here, the noon Friday zone, and you see we have a wick low of 43.3825. So again, I'm tempering my objectives for sure. I'm going to be very moderate in my trade size, and when I put the sequences on and off, and I'm going to watch the clock very carefully. And again, I'm going to be looking at this buy side liquidity level and above here for the RTH AM. There's no news for this Eastern Standard 8:30 time, by the way, so that's key because it's all the big news events are Tuesday CPI again, Wednesday the Fed in the afternoon. So that's it. Take care. Thanks for watching. Aloha.